We continue our reading of God's Dream for You, The Chosen, a daily devotional by author Dwight K. Nelson. Today's reading, December 31. The Homecoming. Therefore the redeemed of the Lord shall return, and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. Isaiah 51:11. Delayed or deferred gratification is the term psychologists use to describe the mature ability to wait in order to experience that which is desirable. It would not describe choosing to consume that piece of apple pie before dutifully eating the broccoli, unless, of course, one considers broccoli dessert. Delayed gratification is what the chosen have had to live with throughout the millennia. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off. Hebrews 11:13. The long and winding road of their pilgrimage never reached heaven. They saw it afar off, but died this side of the promised land, hope still deferred. And so it may be that you and I, too, shall die this side of heaven, our final gratification delayed for a season, our shared hope still deferred. But on this New Year's Eve, let us choose to live in Christ as prisoners of hope. Zechariah 9:12. Chained to his promise of the homecoming. Henry Garapi, in 100 Portraits of Christ, tells of Theodore Roosevelt, the former president of the United States, returning home from Africa after a grand hunting safari. As he boarded the ocean liner at that African port, crowds cheered his walk up the red carpet. He was feted with the finest suite aboard the ship. Stewards waited on him, hand and foot, during the transoceanic journey home. The former president was the center of the entire ship's attention. Also on board that vessel was another passenger, this one an elderly missionary who had given his life for God in Africa. His wife died, his children gone. He was now returning to his homeland alone. Not a soul on that ship noticed him. Upon the ocean liner's arrival at San Francisco, the president was given a hero's welcome. Whistles blowing, bells ringing, and the waiting crowd cheering as Roosevelt descended the gangplank in beaming glory. But nobody came to welcome the returning missionary. Alone, the elderly man found a small hotel for the night. As he knelt beside his bed, his heart broke. Lord, I'm not complaining, but I don't understand. I gave my life for you in Africa, but it seems that no one cares. I just don't understand. And then, in the darkness, it was as if God reached down from heaven and placed his hand upon the old man's shoulder and whispered, "Missionary, you're not home yet." This concludes our reading of God's Dream for You, The Chosen.